It explicitly lists several common practices, things like financial derivatives, futures, options, financial exchange contracts, trades based purely on indices, margin trading where you borrow to invest.
So leveraging and speculation seem to be the targets there.
Largely, yes. It also prohibits short selling, buying shares with interest-based loans, lending or renting out your shares, dealing in specific types like preferred shares, which might have debt-like characteristics, and using certain specific contracts like salam contracts for shares.
It really seems to push towards straightforward ownership, buying shares with your own capital, rather than complex or leveraged strategies.
That's a good way to put it. The focus is on compliant methods of acquisition and disposal.
Okay, so we have all these controls. How often does a company get checked against them? Is it just once when it's first assessed?
Oh no, it's definitely an ongoing process. This is covered by the seventh control. Periodic review, tanshi tiaye. A company's compliance status isn't static. It's reviewed and updated based on its latest audited financial statements.
Audited financials. That's the key data source.
Yes, audited statements are the primary basis for determining compliance with those financial ratios and income limits.
And how often does that review typically happen? Annually.
The standard says the reevaluation happens whenever new audited financials are released. For most publicly listed companies, that's usually quarterly. The standard specifically notes that unaudited statements aren't typically used for the formal compliance decision.
Quarterly review based on audited numbers. Okay. Now, what if I'm holding shares in a company that was compliant, but then its new quarterly results come out and oops, it now fails one of these tests? Maybe its debt went over 30%. What do I do?
The standard is quite clear. The investor should sell those shares upon becoming aware of the non-compliance.
Immediately. What if the share price has dropped and I lose money?
There's a practical allowance for that exact situation. If selling immediately would result in a capital loss, meaning selling below your purchase price, the standard allows a grace period. You can wait up to 30 days from the date you learned about the non-compliance to sell.
30 days grace period if selling immediately means a loss? That seems reasonable.
It does offer some flexibility, and there's another interesting point related to this grace period. If you do sell within those 30 days, even if you happen to make a profit during that short window, the standard says you are not required to purify that specific profit made during the grace period sale. The obligation is to exit the non-compliant position.
Interesting. The exit takes priority over purification in that specific 30-day loss scenario. Is there any monitoring between these quarterly financial releases?